Hello my friends, Hank here with a very special World War II replica from my collection to share with you all today. This icon really needs no introduction, but this, of course, is the Soviet PPSh-41. This particular replica here is from the Spanish company Denix. It's a safe, non-firing replica of the legendary SMG, which makes it a perfect budget-friendly option for folks looking to add a really special display piece to their home office or studio. The unique silhouette of the PPSh-41 has made it pretty much synonymous with the Soviet Red Army during World War II, and interestingly enough, it was actually the most widely produced submachine gun of the entire war. These were super cheap and simple to manufacture, and because of that, the Soviets cranked out nearly 6 million of these by the spring of 1945. So let's jump right into it and take a peek at all the functional parts of this high-quality replica. So right off the bat here, the PPSh-41 isn't exactly a small weapon. It weighs around 8 pounds and is just under 3 feet long. Compare that to the 2 feet of a folded stock MP40. The replica has a real wooden stock, and all of the metal components are constructed of a zinc alloy. The butt plate here is also metal, though this compartment here is just decorative. It doesn't actually open. If we move up to our trigger and fire selector switch here, you can see we've got a nice big trigger guard. Our trigger actually works, and we'll take a peek at the action in just a moment here, but the fire selector switch is locked in place. On the real weapon, believe it or not, you could actually select between semi-automatic and fully automatic. Sticking down here on the bottom of the replica, you can see that this version comes with the iconic 71 round drum magazine that really let the PPSH's nearly 1300 RPM rate of fire really shine. To remove our drum mag here, we've got this little magazine toggle. We just push that forward like so, and our mag pops out. No moving parts or anything inside the mag here, it's just purely aesthetic, but it looks fantastic on display. To reinsert the mag, we just line up this little notch on the back here and pop her into place. Flipping back up to the top of our replica, let's check out the upper receiver release. Part of the beauty of the PPSH was how easy it was for troops to field strip and clean it. Just like the real deal, we've got a spring-loaded release here. We just push that forward and the whole upper receiver and barrel are going to pitch forward. And as you can see in here, we've got a moving dummy bolt, a recoil spring, the whole 9 yards. Now let's close that back up, and we can check out the actual working bolt mechanism. We've got our charging handle here. On the real weapon, you would push this in to activate the safety, but that doesn't actually work on this replica. To cock the weapon, you can pull back our handle here, and the bolt is going to lock into this rear position. And then if we pull the trigger, that's going to slam forward. A pretty nice and convincing action, if you ask me. And here's that same view from the top of the replica. Moving up here for our last few points, we've got a fixed rear flip sight. On the real weapon, this would flip back and forth to 10 or 20 meter increments. This one is locked on 20. And we've got a really well reproduced barrel shroud up here. This is another one of the visual cues that makes this weapon just so recognizable. And on top of that, you can see we've got this rolled guard for our front post sight. And there you have it, folks. I really love this replica from Denix. I'd wanted a Soviet replica to add to the studio here for a really long time, and this totally fits the bill. I picked mine up from replicaweaponry.com here in the States. It's not functional, so you don't need a license or anything for it, of course. You can also check out the actual Denix website if you'd like to learn more about where to pick one of these up, wherever you live. So thanks for tuning in today, my friends, and if you'd like to check out some of my other World War II replicas that you see in the studio here, you can do so right here.